When we talk about heavy industry or massive commercial operations, safety isn't just some policy write-down, it's a serious engineering challenge. We're talking about protecting assets worth millions, and even more importantly, protecting people's lives. It all comes down to the quality of the engineering that stands between a totally normal day and a potential disaster.
So let me just ask you this, and it's a question for any operations manager, plant head, or business owner out there. How safe are your most valuable assets, really? When you think about your facilities, your equipment, and your people, are they truly protected? Because the risks are real, and the stakes, they couldn't be higher.
And this really puts it into perspective, doesn't it? Fire prevention isn't about just one thing going wrong. It's this complex web of factors. You've got overloaded circuits, stray debris, the logistics of chemical storage, all of it. Managing this kind of threat just isn't a part-time job. It demands a full-time, expert-level solution. So here's what we're going to walk through. We'll start with that constant threat of fire. Then we'll introduce the experts at Fidelity, Infracon, and Engineering and get into their specialized solutions. After that, we'll look at the proof, the projects and certifications. And finally, we'll wrap up with what the Fidelity commitment is all about.
All right, let's dive into the core problem here. In an industrial setting, a fire isn't just some random accident. It's a predictable liability that can bring your entire operation to a screeching halt. And that's exactly why you need a proactive and highly technical defense strategy.
And this is the company that's literally engineered to provide that defense. Fidelity, Infracon, and Engineering. They position themselves as that specialized partner you need for the safety of both life and assets. Their mission statement kind of says it all. The goal here isn't just to install some systems, it's to be a market leader through a real dedication to quality, innovation, and creating value for customers. And they build all of that on a foundation of honesty and integrity.
So who exactly is Fidelity? Let's take a closer look at the company that's delivering these complete end-to-end solutions. Fidelity is what's known in the industry as an EPC company, and this is a really crucial point. EPC stands for engineering, procurement, and construction. It means they handle everything, the whole shebang, from the initial design to getting all the materials right through to the final build and launch. For you, the client, that means one point of contact, one single responsibility, and a totally seamless solution.
All right, so now we know who they are. Let's get into the good stuff. Exactly what they do. How do they actually take that all-in-one EPC model and turn it into real, tangible safety systems on the ground?
Well, their toolkit is pretty extensive. They cover the entire life cycle of a project, from the first concept all the way to commissioning. We're talking complete fire protection and alarm systems, and they've got special expertise in advanced tech like gas suppression. And this is huge. All their work strictly follows both national and international safety codes. Plus, their skills branch out into other industrial systems, like pipeline installation and water handling. And this is a perfect example of their work in the real world. What you're looking at here is a high-velocity water spray system. It's specifically engineered to put out really intense oil-based fires on high-value equipment like these electrical transformers. This isn't your standard office sprinkler, folks. This is a high-pressure, targeted solution for a very specific and very dangerous risk. Now check this out. For places like server rooms or control centers, where water would cause just as much damage as the fire itself, they use automated gas suppression systems. This is so clever. The system puts out the fire by removing the oxygen from the room, protecting all that sensitive electronics and data without using a single drop of water. That's what I call intelligent protection. If a big fire protection system has a heart, this is it. This complex web of pipes and pumps is the engine that drives everything. This particular installation for NTPC just shows you the sheer scale and mechanical complexity they work with. It's a powerful picture of the kind of engineering it takes to keep a massive facility safe 24/7. And here we have another tailored solution for heavy industry. When you're dealing with huge fuel or chemical storage tanks like these at IOCL, the game changes a bit. A medium-velocity water spray system is designed not just to extinguish a fire, but its main job is to cool the surface of the tank itself. Why? To stop the metal from warping, rupturing, or even worse, causing a catastrophic explosion.
Okay, so we've seen they've got the technical chops. But let's be honest, in this field, trust is absolutely everything. So how do they prove their credibility? Let's take a look at the evidence.
Well, the proof starts with official recognition. Fidelity is certified under the Startup India Initiative, which really highlights their innovative approach. And maybe even more importantly, they are ISO 9001:2015 certified. That's the global gold standard for quality management systems. This isn't just a logo on a website. It's a solid commitment to a rigorous, internationally recognized standard of quality. You know what they say, you can judge a company by the company it keeps. And Fidelity has worked on projects for some of the biggest names out there, from industrial giants like L&T and Sale to modern e-commerce leaders like Flipkart. A client list this diverse really speaks volumes about their versatility and the trust they've earned across the board. And behind the company name, there's some serious personal experience. The management team brings a whopping 26 years of deep industry expertise to every single project. That means every job is guided by decades of hands-on knowledge.
And they've got the team to get things done. Fidelity has an in-house crew of over 100 skilled welders, fitters, supervisors, and engineers. Now, this is a huge advantage because it gives them direct control over the quality and the timeline of a project instead of having to rely on a long chain of subcontractors.
Want to put their experience into perspective? Just think about this number. They've installed commercial sprinkler systems across more than 1 million square feet of property. That is a massive amount of space, and it's a super clear sign of their ability to handle large, complex projects. So all of this brings us to the final and most important question. With other companies out there, what's that core commitment that really sets Fidelity apart? At the end of the day, the Fidelity advantage really boils down to this powerful combination. It's that deep experience backed up by a strong in-house team. It's being financially stable and having an unwavering commitment to integrity. And, so critically, it's their proven real-world track record of delivering complex projects on time. That's the complete package they bring to every single job. And that brings us full circle, right back to the beginning. It makes you ask yourself, is my current safety protocol just a bunch of rules on paper? Or is it a robust system, truly engineered for safety from the ground up? Because when it comes to protecting your most valuable assets, engineering is everything. So if you're ready to build a safer future, it looks like Fidelity Infracon and Engineering is ready to help you draw up the blueprint.